Hello everyone, welcome to another episode from MinPixels. I'm Ray. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you what camera gears we brought with us for our trip to Cuba in 2019. Let's check it out. Okay, before I start, I want to clarify that all those gears were carried by two people, me and my wife. So it's not really possible for one person to carry all of those for a trip. Okay, let me start. The camera bag I brought with us is the Polar Stuff camera bag. We used to buy stuff from their website online, and we really love this camera, and it turns out to be a really good one. But I'm not gonna review it today because we have a lot of gears here, so I wanna focus on those. Let me start with the cameras. So for this trip, we brought three cameras with us. The first camera is the Fujifilm X-T3. This is our main camera. We use this for the portrait work we had in Havana, Cuba. And you can also tell I have an L bracket on it. We always bring a L bracket with us for trips because sometimes you want to shoot landscapes or you want to do selfies. So having an L bracket makes it very easy to put it on and off a tripod. And I think I bought this from Amazon. It's very cheap. Okay, so this is the X-T3. And the second camera we brought is the Fujifilm X-H1. The X-H1 is our backup camera and also our B-roll camera because it has really great IBIS, so you can do that to do a lot of handheld shooting. The third camera we had with us was this DJI Osmo Pocket. I literally bought this one day before we left for Cuba because it was out of stock everywhere, and I was lucky to get a hold on one before we left. So basically, I didn't really know how to use it professionally because I didn't have the time to learn it. But what I can say is this is a really good tool. 99% of the videos we shot in Cuba were shot by this, not the SH1. So I'm not gonna do a full review on this, maybe in the future, but I don't regret buying this at all. And for this camera, when you wanna do a selfie, you wanna do vlog, the lens is not wide enough. I think it's equivalent 28mm. So for the vlog purpose, I brought with me a selfie stick. This is a selfie stick made by Xiaomi, that phone company. I bought this from China. It was made for cell phones, but I found it perfectly to be used as a selfie stick for this Osmo. So you can just pop it on and do a selfie mode. It's really convenient. Used it a lot. So this is our cameras, and now let's move on to the lenses. The first lens I want to talk about is the 18-55. Obviously, we didn't use this as our major lens for portrait work. We brought this because we want to do some handheld shooting for video using our X-H1, and also when I'm doing some street photography, I also use this lens. It's a really great travel lens. It's very light and compact, and the focus is also very quiet and very fast. The second lens is the 56 f1.2. This is a great lens, a great Fujifilm portrait lens, but for this time, we only use this as a backup lens because our goals were to take some environmental portraits to include more of the environment into the portrait works. So we only use it to take a couple of tighter shots. We will share those photos in the following videos, so make sure you subscribe, and we will talk about the photos later. And the next lens is the Fujifilm 16mm f1.4. I think this is the second most used lens for our trip. When we want to do some wider shots to include more of the architecture, the buildings into the shot, we use this lens. This lens is really sharp and the image quality is superb. And also you can use this as a micro lens, but we didn't shoot any micro. And also we used this for some street shoots. It's really good. And this lens is the 23mm f1.4. And this is the most used lens for this trip in Cuba. A lot of the photos were taken by this lens. We just found it perfect for both street photography and also environmental portraits. It's not too wide, it's not as wide as the 16, but it includes a lot of environment into the shots. We really loved it. And the last lens is, where is it? Okay, is the 35mm f2. This was also a backup lens, and also I used this for some video shots using the X-T3. We thought about simplifying our gears to Cuba this time, but I mean, this lens is so small you can literally put it anywhere, so we just brought it with us. Okay, these are all the cameras and the lenses, and now let me move on to the lighting stuff. So for this trip, we brought two flashes with us. The first one is the Godox 8200 with the Fresnel head and also the light bulb. The light bulb was mostly used for the softbox we brought. I will show you that later. And this Fresnel head was coupled with this MagMod mcgrath, I think. And you can use this with all those modifiers from MagMod. For example, this one, this is called MagSphere. We use this setup a lot because in Cuba, the lighting there was really good. But when there's no light, for example, when the sky is cloudy or we're in a open shade, we wanted to use this to create some harsh light to mimic the sunlight. And it gives the photos very contrasty, sharp look. That's what we had in our mind for Cuba. And you can also see this modifier. This modifier, I think, is called Mag Bounce. We mostly use this for our selfies. So basically, we put this on a tripod and point it at us at an angle, and we trigger the camera using our phone or using the self-timer. We didn't use this for any of the model shoots. And for this MagMod system, I also brought a grid to control the light spell. I think I used this grid for several times. And also some gels. This is the CTO gels. There's a half CTO gel, 1/4, and full CTO gel. I found I use the full CTO gel a lot because we shot some photos at the evenings. They were selfie shots, and the place we shot the photos at, it had a lot of lights and very yellowish light, and we used this to correct the temperature from the flash. It was really good. And also for the model shoots, we also used it for several times because we had one shoot in the afternoon and we really wanted to mimic the late afternoon sunlight using the CTO gel, and it turns out to be really good. So this is the Godox 8200 and the MagMod system. And the second flash we brought with us is the Godox. This is called Strobe Pro X35F, but I think it's the same thing. It's Godox V350F. This is the Fujifilm version. I brought this mostly for backup purpose, but I did use this for one photo. I was trying to create this 2-point lighting. I'll show the photos in the future videos. So those are the two flashes. And in the camera bag, I also have other accessories. Of course, those triggers, you cannot trigger the flash without those one. We brought two with us because, like, just in case one failed us, we have another backup, because in Cuba, it's impossible for you to buy any of those stuff. So just for safety. and also some other accessories like this Peak Design strap. And there's one accessory I really want to talk about. It's this Fujifilm SP3 square printer. The reason we brought this with us is because we want to take photos of Cuban people. And we know a lot of them, they don't have the access to the internet or computers. So it's impossible for you to share your photos with them digitally. So we thought about why not bring this printer so we can print the photos on site, and it turned out to be a really great decision because it's very interesting. All of the people we encountered in Cuba, they never seen this. Even the models, they never seen this. And when the moment the photos were printed out of this machine, they were all really amazed. At that moment, you feel really good, like you feel this connection with the local people. And we think this physical photo is a really great gift to the local people. So I highly suggest you bring one of those with you for your next trip to places like Cuba or other not very developed countries. And we brought 4 packages of those films. Obviously, I have one left. So one package, there are 10 photos. We printed 30 photos. We have one package left. And what else I have in the camera bag? Okay, yes, this one. This is the Aperture ALM9 LED light, because I was trying to do some vlog or some videos in our Airbnb, and actually we did, but it didn't turn out very good. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna share that with you or not, but this is very convenient. It provides a lot of power and it doesn't consume a lot of power. So this is the LED light. I think I have finished this camera bag. Oh, there's one last thing I want to talk about. This stuff. This is the sensor CMOS cleaner swap. But we didn't bring those to clean the sensors. Those are the leftovers after the last time I cleaned my sensors. We mostly use this for our lenses, to clean our lenses. I found this is a really great tool. I think it's better than anything to clean your lenses. So you can try it next time. And also I had a rocket blower with us. I don't have it here. I probably put it somewhere in our studio. And on this camera bag, there are those small bags. You can put your batteries there. I brought all my Fujifilm batteries, 6 of them. Okay, I'll finish this bag and I'll move on to this bag. This bag was carried by my wife, and this is a normal hiking bag. It's not a camera bag. We have 2 main things in this bag. One is the softbox I talked about. This is a 25-inch Rapid Pro Beauty Dish by Stroke Pro. It's very convenient. So you can open it like an umbrella. You can assemble it very, very fast, like this. Yeah, it looks like this. And this one comes with actually 3 layers. One is the dish, the beauty dish inside, and there's another layer of diffusion, and this is the outer diffusion. I took off the metal dish and also the inner diffusion because I want to maximize the power of our flash, because we only brought 180-200. It's not powerful enough to overpower the sun. And also it comes with a grid. We didn't use this grid, but we brought it anyway. This is the Rapid Pro Beauty Dish. I really love it. I just wish it could be bigger, but we brought everything together with us on the plane with our carry-on luggage. So it's not a bad setup, not bad at all. And in this bag, we also have another thing. This is the Peak Design Tech Pouch. What I have here are some of the most important stuff for us. One is the WD My Passport Wireless Pro. This is 4TB version. I will do a tutorial on how to use this in the future videos, and I'm not gonna talk about a lot in this video, but this one I think is a must for every photographer on the trip. And I also brought the Samsung T5 SSD. This is the 1TB version. So this one and this one, they're all for backup purposes. I also have this Pelican SD card case. I brought almost 12 SD cards with me. I didn't use all of them, but all the SD cards are also one backup. So basically, I have at least 2 backups for this trip. I will do a video on how I back up my photos on the go in the future videos, so stay tuned. And also, I have 2 power banks with us. To be honest, we didn't use both of them. We only used the one because in Cuba, there's not a lot of things you have to do with your phone because there's very little access to internet. So only one power bank is actually enough for us. So those are the power banks and also some chargers. I really love this charger. This is from Anker. You can charge 4 USB devices at the same time and it's really fast. And this is just a normal iPhone charger. I brought this just for the backup purpose. And yes, I also have this. This is the Fujifilm battery USB charger. It's very convenient. I never use the official Fujifilm chargers because you had to plug them into the wall outlet, and this is much more convenient. And in this bag, there are also some small bags, small pouches. So I put all my cables here and also my Apple Pencil and another pen here. So this is the tech pouch. And lastly, my light stand and tripod. Because we brought a lot of lighting stuff and you cannot use your flashes without the light stand, especially you want to use the softbox. So what we have here is a Strobe Pro 7-foot to-go portable light stand. This is really good because you can fold it to be very short and portable, and unfolded it's a full-size light stand. I really love the feet of this light stand because it's really wide and it provides a very stable support. To be honest, this thing is my favorite thing for this trip because aside from shooting photos for our models, we also want to do some selfies. Because we brought all those lights, we also want to use those lights on us. Without a light stand, you simply cannot do that. And this makes that possible. So this is a very great light stand. And you don't have to check it. You can just put it into your carry-on luggage. I really love it. And this is the S bracket. We use this to put the Godox 8200 in so that you can mount the softbox. This is the Boeing's mount, and that softbox is also Boeing's mount, so you can use all sort of Boeing's accessories with your Godox flashes. It's a really good one. It's not very heavy. It's made of plastic, but it's very durable. And lastly, what we have here is our tripod. It's a carbon fiber one. It is made by a company called Newer. I think you can find it on Amazon. Okay, these are all the camera gears we brought for our trip to Cuba in 2019. I know it's a lot of stuff, but it's well worth it because we shot a lot of great photos in Havana, Cuba with 2 models. So on the next episode, I'm gonna share with you the behind the scenes and the photos from our shoot with a ballet dancer. Her name is Diana, very great dancer. We had a great time there shooting photos, so make sure you subscribe. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and I will see you next time.